What is it that is easier for them? Rich parents, good schools. Failure was just a learning experience, not a catastrophe. I had no mentor. I had no person who would be there where I was. I figured everything out by myself. I had my mistakes, I had my embarrassments, I had my disrespects, starting over, watching people around me produce so effortlessly and thinking what it is actually wrong about me. What is actually wrong about me? Nothing was wrong with me. Nothing is wrong with you. We were just playing a harder version of the same game. And nobody told us that we were doing that. So I want to give you something, a framework. Four patterns that show up in almost everyone who grew up without a guide. The four things nobody names. And so by guide, I just don't mean a mentor for some kind of coaching that you need. It is guidance of no money, without a mentor, without someone in their corner telling them how any of this works. When you hear yours, and you will, just sit with it. That's a recognition is the beginning of something. Part one, the broken belief. You turned your struggle into a story about your worth. When things are hard for you and easy for someone else, and there is no explanation to it, why is it that? Why is it harder for you? You might try to pin it on your parents, you might try to pin it on your situations, but nobody explains why is that happening. So you try to fill the blank yourself. And there is a story, there is a line, there is some kind of an explanation you give to yourself. I had no mentor. I had no person who would be there where I was. I figured everything out by myself. I had my mistakes, I had my embarrassments, I had my disrespects, starting over, watching people around me produce so effortlessly and thinking that I must be the problem. It must not be enough. I must be the problem. When you say that, that belief make proper sense. When no one in your life hands you the context, you create your own. But the story you have created that you must be wrong, it is wrong. And it might be the most expensive thing you are carrying right now. But the invisible tax you pay to exist in rooms that basically cost nothing to other people. Every room you walk into, every opportunity you have, every social situation, every friendship, it costs you something, something a little extra. And that cost is being more prepared for it, being providing, prove yourself for it, and simply more anxiety just to be shown up and taken seriously. And the people who you grew up with, they have the safety net. They could try to run the business, take the gap year, move cities, and if it didn't work out, someone will catch them. Safety net means permission to try, and I did not have that. And I am guessing if you're watching this, maybe you did not either. For us, failure didn't feel like a lesson, it felt like a verdict. Like the world was finally teaching us truth about something about ourselves. Who have that safety net? They don't see this tax that you're paying. They were basically born like this. They were basically exempt from all these taxes that you are paying. So they watch you working twice and working hard and think you are just slower. They have no idea you're running in a completely different shoes, and the track is not easy either. The giving trap. Your empathy becomes someone else's resource. Your empathy becomes someone else's resource. They try to take your empathy as their advantage. People who grew up unseen develop something genuinely extraordinary. They see others. These people see others and they become the friend who actually shows up. You become a kind of a friend that will hold someone in a room your friend is being disrespected in. You become some kind of a person who is always there for your friend, and you would hold the room together. And you also become a kind of a person who everyone will call when their life is falling apart or when their situations are falling apart. And that matters. That is something important. I am not taking that away from you. But watch what happens at times when everyone is not there and it's just you. It's just you. You kind of doom scrolling. You're exhausted now. You can pour everything into other people and somehow never have anything left for yourself. And you don't even have to fully understand why, because nobody actually taught you that boundaries are a form of self respect. So you will give, You will give and you will give. And the most of the people who are taking, they don't even notice that you are running on empty. You have nothing in your container to give further. The feeling without a name, part 4. You always knew you were meant for something. And that literally broke you. This is the one I have hear people talk about. You had this feeling, this quiet thing underneath everything, that you were here for a big reason, that something was supposed to happen with your life. You probably could not even explain it. You just felt it. And then you looked at the outside world and it did not confirm that you were special, and did not confirm at all. So every setback became a referendum. Every rejection to you felt like the world is finally pulling you aside and saying, yeah, you were wrong about yourself. You were not wrong. The feeling was real. The timeline, that was just too much longer than you expected. And nobody, I say nobody, warned you about that. All right. So what you do actually do with all this? I want to be clear. I'm not about to tell you to wake up at 5 a.m. I'm not going to tell you that journaling fixes growing up without money. That's not what this is, okay? These are the 3 shifts that actually moved something for me. It worked for me, so I am just out here talking to you because you know what? I want to be the one who is with the door, and I want to open it for you and tell you that you don't have to go through it and figure it out, even your traumas, by yourself. Shift number 1: stop pathologizing your struggle. When you grew up without stability, without financial stability, emotional stability, whatever it looked like for you, okay, your brain and your body adapted to that. So for you, basically, survival came first. That was survival. Focus, discipline, consistency, those people that everything talk about, okay, everyone keep on badgering you about those things. Those things are hard to build when you are just trying to get through your day, okay? And I'm sure nobody have told you that. So you spend years assuming you are lazy, or you're a procrastinator, or you're scattered everywhere, your mind just cannot stay, or you're not just built for success. So what I am doing is telling you, you are not lazy. You were just basically managing more than most people knew. And the fact that you are still here, you're still trying to figure it out, that is not, and nothing else, that is not a failure. I must tell you that. That is actually the most disciplined thing a person can do. You are allowed to acknowledge the weight of where you started without using it as a reason to stop moving. Both things can be true at the same time. Shift 2: audit your generosity. Genuinely sit with this. Who in your life actually sees you? Not what you do for them, you. You can't answer that easily. If you cannot answer that easily, you need something to shift. You don't have to stop being kind. You just have to stop being a resource. People withdraw from you without ever depositing anything back. You need to stop being that resource. You have to give from overflow. You don't have to give from depth. Just imagine it like your bank account. You have negative balance and still everyone is asking you money and you keep on giving. How can you give when you have $0 in your bank account and there is no incoming pipeline? Shift 3: you become your own guru. There was no mentor for you, right? I know how painful that is. No one to tell where you're coming from. No one to actually be there for you, except your parents. I'm not talking about parents, okay? Like people who had to go through what you have gone through. Your parents' struggle was entirely different from what you are struggling right now. So, what do you do? The philosophy you're building right now, from scratch, from actual lived experience, and from your failure and real recovery, it's yours. Okay, it's yours. It's completely yours, and nobody, I say nobody, can take it away from you. And one day, it's going to land on someone who needed exactly that. At exactly that moment, you're building the map for the next person. And trust me, that is not something that is really helpful. That is the whole thing. And you're building the map for the next person, and you have to tell them. I want to end with the thing that started all this for me. I was angry, like genuinely, properly angry at how hard everything was for me, and how effortless it looked for other people around me. How long I went without a single person saying, I see you, this is real, you're not imagining it, or the experience you have lived, that's really something else. I wish no one have to go through it. I wish that you do not have to go through it again. And for years, when I say years, 10 plus years, I thought that anger was the problem. That maybe I was the problem because I let that happen. But I was not even, I could not even help myself. Anger was not the problem. The anger was the signal. It was telling me I still knew my own worth even when nothing outside has confirmed me. You don't get to get angry about things you have already given up on. Anger is not the problem. Anger is basically a proof you have not given up. So stay angry. Just aim it, build something with it, look directly into the lens and talk to people. Look directly into the eyes and talk to people. I am telling you here now, and you have to admit it as well, you are not behind in anything. And you are not too much or too little or too late. You are on your own timeline and someone who has been building in the dark, and in the dark without a blueprint, without a safety net, no one clapping for you, and you're still here. So stop treating like that it is a small thing. If they name something for you, drop it in the comment. Okay, I read every one of the comments that you guys drop or will drop. I'm hopeful that you will. And what this what did this name for you? And subscribe button, click it, hold it, don't rush it. I will see you in the end. See you.